This is Witchbase News for Friday the 27th of March 2026. I'm Commander Burr. In Elite Dangerous news this week, there's an update coming affecting players using the Epic Store version of the game. Zorgon Petersen's latest large ship comes out of early access, and there's a genius new app for seeking out wonders that may have gone unnoticed in the galaxy. If you enjoy our videos, consider subscribing to the channel and remember to ding the little bell to make sure you see all our content and community posts. And if you'd like to help support our channel, links to our Patreon and everything else are in the description below. Via a lengthy forum post from Senior Community Manager Paul Crowther, Frontier gave notice this week that they will be making a change to the Elite Dangerous launcher that some commanders use to access the game via the Epic Game Store. If you use Steam or the native FDev launcher, you'll be unaffected by this. Similarly, if you're using the Epic launcher but you're accessing Odyssey level content and all the new ships etc, you'll also be unaffected. But if you're still accessing the legacy version of the game, you're not seeing the new ships or the new features and narrative content, or indeed you're not sure what version of the game you're accessing, then what FDev have planned may well affect you. It seems the Epic Store launcher defaults still to the legacy version of Elite Dangerous. That's everything that came before the launch of Odyssey in 2021, what is officially referred to now as the live game. As part of a planned update to the game that is arriving on the 18th of May, FDev will be changing the Epic launcher to default to the live and current version of the game. As part of this change to play on the live side of the game, commanders that have continued to play on the legacy client will be able to copy their commander and most of their existing assets over to the live side via a web portal tool. They will also be able to continue to play on the legacy game if they wish. It's important to note that no one is being forced over, it's just that the launcher will default to the current version of the game rather than one that is 5 years old, out of date and no longer updated. There's an extensive FAQ on the forum post from FDev and also a link there to the portal to start the copy process now before the launcher change, and you'll find all that linked in the description below. We don't yet know any more about what the rest of the planned maintenance on the 18th of May will entail or include for the rest of us. When we do know, we will of course let you know right here. The Zorgon Petersen Caspian Explorer class starship, which was released into early access in December last year and was the 8th new ship to enter the game in the modern era of Elite Dangerous since 2024, this week went on general release and is now free to access for anyone playing the live version of the game in exchange for good old-fashioned regular vanilla flavoured in-game credits. A large vessel featuring 4 seats including the pilot, wide panoramic windows lining the cockpit and, as you'd expect, native Super Cruise overcharge support, the Caspian is also the only ship in the current Elite Dangerous fleet that is able to utilise the Mark II frameshift drive to further increase a neutron or white dwarf star boosted hyperspace jump over and above that achievable by other ships in the game, giving it some seriously impressive jump ranges. It's also able to exploit planet approach glides at extremely steep angles via the use of Mark II ablative armour to make approaching a planet's surface much quicker, and to stop it hitting the target planet when exiting its very fast, very steep glide, it also features some Mark II planetary thrusters. As a large class of vessel, the Caspian comes with a significant surface area and associated footprint, which can make planetary landings in rocky or mountainous terrain somewhat tricky. And if you're looking to go solo exploring and in particular are interested in exobiology, I would still personally recommend the Mandalay for the job, as it still has seriously impressive jump range to get you where you want to explore quicker, and a really tidy footprint to get down on the ground just about anywhere. But if you really want to travel absolutely huge distances in as few jumps as possible, there is simply no other ship better suited for the role than the Caspian. If you are outfitting one yourself, be sure to install the Mark II modules after you purchase the base E-rated model to take full advantage of everything the Caspian has to offer. I have to thank Commander LCU No Fool Like One of Canon Interstellar for giving us the heads up on this next item. If you've got yourself a brand new shiny Caspian Explorer and you're looking for somewhere to visit with it, and are also in the market for an optimal route to reach that certain something, then there is a new tool available in the ever expanding Elite Dangerous arsenal of Genius third-party tools that has just entered public beta. The Explorarium by Commander Regza is a brilliantly easy to use and yet hugely powerful application that uses data from 172 million or so systems that commanders have visited and are available for it to sift through via the website Spanch. After sifting the star systems, the Explorarium is able to present its users with a distance sorted list of systems to visit that are filtered down by categories defined by the application. The categories, currently standing at around 20, contains subjects such as binary atmospheric worlds orbiting a gas giant, close bodies to a giant star that are landable, eccentric landables that are very close to a white dwarf, or rare moon types with very close nested moons, and so the list goes on. By their very nature, none of the systems will be first discovered, but they may well contain sites or features that have been previously ignored by the commanders that discovered them, and so someone using the tool, whilst not the first visitor, may be the first visitor to witness whatever the system actually has to offer. Once you've found a system you'd like to take a look at, the app is also able to plot a route for you, again via Spanch's routing tools, that takes into account neutron boosts, FSD injection and refueling requirements. There is even a galaxy map visual tool that will show you systems of interest near you as you mouse over them. As of this recording, the Explorarium is aware of around 1,339 systems of the 172 million that it has access to that are potentially worthy of further investigation, but more are being added all the time, as are categories to filter them by. Enormously powerful and extremely easy to use, you'll find a link to download the Explorarium by Commander Regza, as well as a trailer that shows off some examples of the sort of star systems it has to offer in the description below this video. Are you still running the legacy version of Elite Dangerous on Epic? Did you pick yourself up a Caspian Explorer this week, and what will you be checking out in the Explorarium? Let us know in the comments below. That's it for now. Thanks very much for watching. We'll be back later this week with more videos. Until then, 07 Commanders, follow the greens on the way out and do keep clear of the toast rack. We very much look forward to seeing you next time.